for joining our show and giving us a little bit of your
Thank
time.
you.
Are you ready for our questions? Because we're dying to ask you.
I mean, yeah, I'm ready for the questions. I am as prepared as I guess I could ever be, which is, you know, unprepared. So you just go at it, and I'm gonna be off the cuff because that's what I do.
Let's talk about $1 Million Listing. What was it like? Who were you most scared to meet on the show when you first started? Who were you like, I don't know if I'm going to get along with that person?
I was scared to meet Frederick because he was the only one that I actually had never really spent time with. And, you know, he's tall, he's so, I mean, listen, he's got such an incredible following. He's so over the top. And I was like, I hope we like each other, because that was important. You know,
right, but you didn't, right? I keep hearing from him and you in all these interviews that you do butt heads this season, which is not over quite yet.
Oh yeah, we definitely have our fair share of tension for sure. And you know what? That's brokerage. If I wasn't stepping on some toes, I think I wouldn't be doing the business I'm doing right now.
You've gotten a lot of press lately. I've just been seeing you everywhere. What is it like, or what is the most jarring thing about your overnight fame?
Well, you know, it's really funny, and I feel like this is something that I didn't really expect. Was I don't really expect people to notice me. And the funny thing is what I'm understanding is people notice me and no one comes and says hi. They just like notice me and they send me
They just
text
stare
like,
at you.
well, I get all these stares. And I'm like, it would be so much more normal if you just were like, hey, great job. Hey, I don't hate you. Hey, like that was funny. But no,
Right.
I just like, I look around and I'm like, am I imagining this, that I feel like people are watching me? I got a message the other day that was like, were you at dinner? Were you at this restaurant? We were there and we were watching you. We're pretty sure it was you. I was like, yeah, I was. Why didn't you come say hi? She's like,
yeah, come say hi.
Yeah.
You and the cast of $1 Million Listing New York were against the cast of $1 Million Listing LA on Family Feud recently. What was that experience like?
Well, that was actually my first moment where I was like, wow, this is real. This is so fun. I'm hanging out with the other cast. We literally had such a blast. Like, dear Bravo, you need to do more overlap because you're missing something.
It's really fun to see you on $1 Million Listing New York and how much of a mogul and mother you are. So let's go to our next segment. This girl is on fire. And you channel a lot of power. You do power poses. You've got a morning ritual. I have a morning ritual. So can you show us your breath of fire poses that you do?
Putting your hands up like this, and then you come and you breathe out your nose. So you bring this hand down and you breathe out of your nose like this as you pull everything down. So there you go, like that. And you keep your hands open and you do 3 sets of 30. So in between each set, you stop, you close your eyes and you put your hands up and you put them on your legs, and you feel whatever you're supposed to feel, and then you do another 30 and you do 3 sets of 30. And then when you're done with that, then that's when I go into like a gratitude sequence. And then that's when after that, I manifest all the things I want to have happen.
We're going to play a Bravo favorite, 2 Truths and a Lie, you and I together.
Yeah, I love this. One would be, I don't eat salad. Number 2 is I'm trying to think how to like put this out that's the best way. I would say number 2 is I am an ex-smoker. And number 3 is I do yoga every day.
I'm going to say that the salad is true, the ex-smoker is true, but you don't do yoga every day.
I definitely.
Am I right?
I don't eat salad. And I don't eat salad. I don't do yoga, and I am an ex-smoker.
Oh my God. We're working on a few new development projects right now in LA and New York. So tell us, what is your secret to selling new development? What do you think is the one thing people should do?
Well, I would say the secret for me in new development has been being involved from the beginning, because that is how you're really able to have a little bit more control of what you're actually going to be selling. So it's really exciting when you're able to be involved from, the beginning, where you're able to come up with floor plans, come up with, all of the different aspects of the project. Also help with, all the aesthetics. So I would say that's probably my favorite thing and the most important thing about selling new development. And then the other thing about new development is, getting ahead of things and hopefully having a partner, which is your developer, that is ready to listen to you and wait as long as possible to come to market when, things aren't ready yet.
What is the best business advice that you have ever received?
I would think that the number one for me is figuring out the 5 things that you really aren't the best at when it comes to doing your business, and figuring out how you can either, if it's something that for some reason you really feel like you need to master, which I don't feel like there are many cases like that it is to outsource those things and focus on the things that you're really good at, so that you're able to actually really leverage and do more of the stuff that you're really good at. Like, I have things that I'm really great at, and I want to be spending time on that. And then there are things that, not as good of a use of my time. So I would say that's number one for me. Number 2 is don't look for a warm, fuzzy mentor that's going to be super, walk you through every single minute of every single thing you've ever done. I think it's important to understand that you're lucky to be around somebody who's doing the business and who's able to let you participate. And you should be ready to just ask them what they want before they even have to say jump, and help find out how you can actually get ahead of it.
If you could have a billboard in Times Square that would share a mantra with everyone, what would that be?
Good energy first. Treat every buyer like they're your $500 million buyer.